I've had my YouTube channel since May or June of 2015, so almost 3 years now. Although my activity sort of has been all over the place, I'm here all the time, and then other times I disappeared for a while. But I've been in the predicting game of predicting major tournaments since about 2006. And one of the goals that I have is to successfully predict each major continental international tournament correctly at least once. And I've almost got it. But there's one major international tournament that I've never predicted correctly. So before I tell you what that is, I want to jump in and talk about the tournaments that I did make predictions for, which ones I got incorrect, and which ones I got correct. So I'm going to start with World Cups. And I think I did pretty decently with World Cups. I've been watching the World Cup since 1998, but I didn't start making predictions until 2006. And the 2006 World Cup was my very first international tournament that I actually sat down and thought about it and tried to make a prediction for. I had Germany winning it because they were the host nation, and I was wrong. They finished in third place. In 2010, I did have Spain winning the World Cup in 2010, and I was correct about that. I did not think they would face the Netherlands in the final. I thought they would beat Brazil, I think. But I did pick Spain to win the 2010 World Cup, and I was correct about that. So that's one down. That's one. I got World Cup correct. 2014, I got the final correct. I had Germany versus Argentina, but I thought Argentina would win it. It was the other way around. Argentina finished in second. So in the last three World Cups, it's actually kind of funny. The three teams I picked to win it finished on the medal podium within the first three top spots. But I got the World Cup correctly once. And I hope the team that I pick when I finalize my prediction for 2018, I hope the winner finishes somewhere in the top three, top four to continue that trend. European Championships, I've been predicting them since 2008, and just like the World Cup, I've only gotten it right once. 2008, I did pick Spain to win it, which I should also say thank you to the Spanish national team of that time period for being truly exceptional, for making it easier to predict them for two major tournaments in a row. That Spanish team was really quite special. I was living in Egypt in 2008, and during that tournament, I was in Egypt the entire summer, and I remember watching it. And most people that I was watching it with were cheering for Spain for some reason. So I got Euro 2008 correct. Euro 2012, I had Germany winning it, and I was wrong. My final was Germany over Italy, and it turned out to be Spain over Italy. Euro 2016, and this is on record. You can go check my YouTube, my other videos on this channel. I had a Germany versus Portugal final, and I chose Germany again to win, and I was wrong again. But Portugal did get to the final. So in Euro 2012 and Euro 2016, I did not successfully predict the winner, but I did get one finalist correct, Italy and Portugal respectively. Let's see. So that was World Cups, Euros. I got one right for each. Moving along. Asian Cup. I've only predicted two Asian Cups. I was in high school back in 2011. I think I was, how old was I? 17, 18 years old. I picked South Korea to win the Asian Cup in 2011. I was wrong. It was Japan. But in 2015, in January of 2015, a few months before I started my YouTube channel, I did have host nation Australia. You guys know that I like Australia. I got a soft spot. I picked Australia to win the Asian Cup, and I was correct. Um, so I got one Asian Cup correct. There's another Asian Cup coming up a year from now, about a year this month in January 2019. So check that out. That's going to be interesting. I think the United Arab Emirates will host it. Oceania OFC Nations Cup. I did not start predicting that until 2016. And that's on record too in my YouTube videos. I got that correct. I had New Zealand winning it. Yeah, I know. Big deal. New Zealand, you expect New Zealand to win, but still, it counts. Copa America. I've been predicting Copa America since 2007, and this is my record on it. 3 out of those 4 Copa Americas, I picked Argentina to win, and on all 3 of them, I was wrong. 2007, 2015, and 2016. But Copa America 2011, and this actually, until the current day, stands as my proudest prediction. I did pick Uruguay to win that tournament because I really liked how they looked just 1 year earlier in the World Cup in South Africa. I thought they lit that tournament up, and I thought they would carry the same form into the next year. I did not think Paraguay would get to the final, though. That was a little bit unexpected, and you also had Venezuela and Peru getting to the semifinals. That was a very weird Copa America in 2011. I thought Uruguay would beat Brazil in that final, but I did actually predict Uruguay would win 2011. So I got the Copa America right once, and I could have gotten it right all 4 times if Argentina took care of business. But anyway, I digress. 2017, CONCACAF Gold Cups. I've been predicting CONCACAF Gold Cups since 2009. And believe it or not, since 2009, whenever I picked Mexico to win the Gold Cup, the USA won it. And whenever I picked the USA to win the Gold Cup, Mexico won it. It was not until 2017, this past summer, when I finally successfully predicted the tournament correctly, when I picked the United States to win it. So I got the CONCACAF Gold Cup finally down. So what is the major international tournament that I've never predicted correctly once? It's the African Cup of Nations. Yeah, it's the African Cup of Nations. I've never gotten it right. And I want to one day, but I suspect there's a good chance that I probably never will, because it's a very volatile tournament. It's very difficult to predict. The gap in disparity is very narrow, and it's hard. My track record for the African Cup of Nations is like this. Even though I started watching it in 2004, I didn't make predictions for the African Cup until 2012. In 2012, I had the Ivory Coast winning it. Zambia won it. Ivory Coast were the runners-up. In 2013, I had Mali winning it. They did not win it. 2015, this is when I started getting way off mark. In 2015, I had Algeria winning it. Didn't happen. They got out in the quarterfinals. And in 2017, I had the Democratic Republic of Congo winning it. Quarterfinals. Even though they should have went further than that. They should have at least gotten to the semifinals, because they were amazing in that group. And then they lost to a very underwhelming Ghanaian team in the quarterfinals, who they really should have beaten. So, yeah, I've never gotten the African Cup right. But I want to get it right one day. Confederations Cup, I'm not really including it on this list because I'm talking about... I guess you could include on this list, but I kind of prefer not to. But, yeah, that's my track record. So, yeah, leave a comment below, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully later today. Till then, have a good one. Much love and peace out.